All right, hello again everybody. Welcome to our second and final live stream of today. We are on Microsoft Flight Simulator. We're going to get in here, get everything set up, and we'll be airborne shortly. Let's just get... There we go. Okay, I guess it's not going to give me a fresh chat. It's going to... All right. Let's, yep, we're flying now, Chris. Definitely. Hopefully, things have improved, although right now it's starting to buffer a bit again.
Porto Tower Froggy 237 ready for IFR departure runway tree 5.
Froggy 237 altimeter tree 0.00 wind 204 at 22. Cleared for takeoff runway tree 5.
Ooh, you know what?
Cleared for takeoff runway
We're
tree
not going to
5,
change a
Froggy
thing.
237.
We're just going to go as is. Let's do it. The heck with it. 10,000 feet. Altimeter was 3. I'm going to put that here. Down here. Get the 10,000 feet. Brakes off, just have a quick look around. Looks like everything's set to go. Wow, this thing is like ready to go. It's already starting to roll. Oh yeah, we're gonna fly just like this. We're not gonna change a thing. 18,000 feet is our expected cruise, although that may change based on the weather. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, it's a bit bumpy on the takeoff. Uh-oh. All right, let's get the autopilot on.
Froggy 237 contact Lisbon Center on 119.55. Good day.
Oh yeah.
119.55 Froggy 237.
Even Mick's excited to go.
Lisbon Center Froggy 237 is passing 1,300 feet, climbing 10,000 feet.
Froggy 237 Lisbon Center altimeter tree 0.00. Continue to enter route as planned.
That's our marker in front of us there.
Luxor 3799 contact Porto approach on 118.855. Good day.
Look at that. You can see the lights for the approach there. Oh, can't see them anymore now. Ooh-wee, look at this.
Luxor 3799.
Ooh, a little shake there. Oh, no. Mick, you might need to hold somebody's hand. Hello again, Daniel. Where's Isabella? Mick might need to hold somebody's hand here. Who's it going to be if Amella's not available? Ooh-wee, look at that. We're all... So that should be good. Turn outside. want to keep the lights on. That might help. All right, we're finally. Oh, look at that mess behind us! Woo-wee! Wow, look at that! I think I'd rather have a baby. What? Than hold Mick's hand? Mick, I hope your latte is nice and secure. Look at this cloud cover, folks. Wow. There must be a heck of a storm off the coast of Portugal. Look at that. That is some serious cloud cover. Alright, so I'm guessing right, watch, about 99,500 or 99.50. We're going to get told to go to 18,000. Any minute now. Let me just go ahead and pop right back into the cockpit because we're going to get told to go to a higher altitude.
Climb and maintain 17,000 feet.
All right.
Climb and
So
maintain 17,000 feet. Froggy 237.
yeah, unfortunately, I think YouTube has got its issues today. I thought by 17,000. Okay. Need a strong stiff trick after this. Matter of fact, I'm going to ask for an increase by 1,000 feet to 18,000.
Lisbon Center.
We might
Froggy
as well just get there
237.
now.
Request flight level 180.
Froggy 237 climb and maintain 17,000 feet. Expect flight level 180.
Wow.
Climb and maintain 17,000 feet. Expect flight level 180. Froggy 237.
Ooh wee, look at this. We're gonna fly through the cockpit. Oh yeah, look at this. Hold on to your hats, folks. It's gonna get a little bumpy, I think. Yep. Oh yeah, this is the way to do it right here. Can't always have sunshine. Oh yes it is, Daniel. It's going to be a bit of a bumpy ride, but it's going to be fun. See, the great thing is you can experience all this turbulence and you don't get sick. I like that. That's even better. If Chris, I will recommend you ever get a chance to get you some Gentleman Jack. It is really good. Yeah, we're just going to leave with the lights on. Oh man, look at this. Look at this storm. Ooh-wee. Or you too, Mick. If you ever get a chance to get a bottle of Gentleman Jack, I highly recommend it. At least we're above the cloud cover for, looks like. We got some really, that just looks like storm stuff there. We got some puffier, less threatening stuff above us, but we're not going to get up that high to even have to worry about that. But any minute now we're going to zip up another 1,000 feet to I'm going to go ahead and throw on the anti-ice on the props, just to be on the safe side.
Foggy 237 climb and maintain flight level 180.
There it is.
Climb and maintain flight level 180, Froggy 237.
Ooh, watch this. We're going to fly right to this cloud right here. Gentleman Jack. It's like their Jack Daniels, like their higher end sort of whiskey, I guess. I think it's either whiskey or Scotch whiskey. It's really good stuff. Pretty smooth. Little, just in case it starts to get dark all of a sudden, although it's daytime out, but if the clouds start to, a little floodlight right there, so at least we can see if necessary. Now we should be at our cruising altitude 18,000 feet right here. Now if the altimeter's changed, it may say that we're above or below, and then they'll give us an altimeter update. And that's fine then. What, the Gentleman Jack or the flying in the clouds, or both? Yeah, it's their no, Pithers, that's a massive undertaking. I've seen some people are doing it in smaller planes. I can't commit to that kind of time necessary for an undertaking like that. No, we're just flying over Spain right now. We're on our way to Lisbon, Portugal. no. We're kind of flying around the world, but we're not doing it in the literal sense. Like some people are, you know. We're kind of making our way across certain continents, and just we're making our way there. A double mellowed whiskey. Now that sounds good. Oh, you looked it up, Nick? Oh, you referred to the drink. Yeah, it's like their high-end stuff. It's the more posh whiskey, I guess. If such a thing exists. Whatever you do not come to England, there's, well, I think, well, that's a different kind of fuel shortage. Plus I fly with unlimited fuel, so I wouldn't have to worry about it. But, we're going to go back to the UK pretty soon. Eventually, once the multiplayer gets sorted, Nick and I are going to do a flight across the channel towards Normandy in a couple Spitfires. Now that I can kind of figure how to sort the Spitfire out. Oh. There's nothing wrong with that, Dan. I can't. I'm not really supposed to drink. I have a beer once in a blue moon, but I'm not supposed to because of my bad liver. You know me, I have to read up on it. I know. But yeah, if you're, I don't know. I'm guessing they would have it somewhere near you, or you could. I don't know if you could order it and get it imported, if it's possible, or you know, how much it would cost. But I figure, you know, I know you'd say you have some, you drink Southern Comfort and stuff, but I figure I'd throw that, yeah. I figured you would appreciate something like that. Is, you know, if you buy a bottle, I'm sure it would last you quite some time. If you just have one every once in a while. All right, we are passing our Manic, our marker there. Track to the left here just a bit shortly. There it goes. Once we pass that, then we'll get our next marker and see what what we got to work with. We can start making our plan for our descent into Lisbon. So we got this kind of a weird sort of approach, kind of, for the RNAV, runway 21, going into Lisbon. So, FTM 61 nautical miles. So, at that point, once we get closer there, we'll start our descent into Lisbon, because we should have about 40-something it'll say 40-something nautical miles, or 50-ish. Yeah, like 50-something. But we'll start our descent in, and then we'll come around, and he's over on Twitch. 25 pounds. Oh, that's not bad. Slower. Yeah, he's over on Twitch. The YouTube has been acting up again sporadically, so I think everybody's over on Twitch right now. I mean, I know plenty of people who just never drank at all in their life. You know, it's just not something they've ever been interested in. Oh, mix in both places. He's like, he's got both kinds. He's got country and western. And there's nothing wrong with that, Daniel. Nothing wrong with that at all. That was where the harder alcohol that I started with. It was Southern. No, it wasn't. It was, was it Southern Comfort? Or was it? No, it was something else. Jim Beam. That's the one. Says men can't multitask. I'm sure your wife might disagree, Pithers. Yeah. Jim Beam was my introduction. Jim Beam, Bacardi. Yeah, some families are like that. But see, like when I was growing up, we could have a sip of wine at like the holidays, just a small sip. But, or you know, like when I was younger, going somewhere with my dad, he'd have beer in the pickup truck, and he was drinking and driving, to be honest. Looking back on it now. At the same time, that's multitasking at its finest. But yeah, you know, if I handed him a beer, he'd like open it for me, and then he'd say, "All right, you can take a little sip." But yeah. And I think that was more of like, you don't like the taste of it, then I don't have to worry about you know, drinking later on. All right. Jacket. Yeah, see, my mom's side of the family suffered a lot with alcoholism, so that was always my mom's big concern, was that it would affect me as well. So, but now I can't drink for health reasons, even though I think a beer once in a while is okay. Not like all the time, obviously. Sometimes you just want to have a beer just to kind of take the edge off the day. Yeah, some people don't like the smell of stuff. Like for me, you know, when for quite a while growing up, when I thought of beer, you know, of course my grandmother drank Coors Light like it was going out of style. And so whenever I hear that pop of the can, that's the first thing I think of. Because Lord knows I heard it plenty of times. growing up. That crack of that can. Whenever I'd visit my grandparents. I had to be quiet till about 11 o'clock in the morning, and that's when my grandmother would finally get up. She'd have a cup of coffee and then right to the Coors. It was Coors and soap operas for the rest of the afternoon. Talk about a winning combination. Coors and soap operas, I guess, for my grandmother went hand in hand. Ugh. Alright, let's get down to about 13,000 feet. Let's go ahead and start that reduction.
Lisbon Center, Froggy 237. Request 13,000 feet.
Froggy 237 descend and maintain 13,000 feet.
Right.
Descend and maintain 13,000 feet, Froggy 237.
This is going to work out just fine. I wasn't sure how long this flight was going to be. Time for some ice cream. There you go, Daniel. What kind do you got? I'm surprised Bex hasn't popped in. That's right, you guys are doing Ask Here tomorrow, aren't you? Dairy milk caramel. Oh, I got Benefit pie ice cream the other day. Oh. I don't think I've ever heard of that. I had a chocolate bar. It was a dark chocolate with pieces of caramel and sea salt. It was good. Very tasty. But that pork loin came out fantastic. With this little bit of spicy mustard and the garlic butter. Oh, it was just, it was perfect. It really was. As I like to say when I make something like that, my immediate response is, parlez-vous français? Oui, oui. Even though it has nothing to do with cooking. Lots of famous chefs have come from France. So this is where everyone hides. Yeah, the stream does tend to look a little bit better on Twitch, that's for sure. This is just not compressed. that pork loin came out magnificent. I prepped it with some olive oil. I just put a little drizzle, rubbed it all over both sides, and then put the garlic butter on top of that. Oh, it was to die for. Real nice. Real nice. Nearly at the finish line. Yep, we're making our way. The only way the game will let us be allowed. Something like that. Yeah, this has gone fairly quick. Not nearly as bad weather-wise as it was when we took off from Francisco Sa Carneiro. I'm probably butchering that name, but yeah. Looks like we've got some light clouds, but hopefully it's not going to be too terribly bad, and we'll get an update on the altimeter as we should get an update on the altimeter as we get ready to approach into Lisbon. I'm sure there's a way to get, I don't know, to tune into like the weather channel. Do you have? No, I don't do all that. No. 2017. That's like 1,800 feet. Wow, that's pretty far. Can't imagine going that far down. Altitude. Let's try. I think 8,000 feet would be reasonably. The chocolate bar that I got. Oh, your tattoo. Oh, good. Glad that worked out well for you, Chris. Yeah, the chocolate bar with caramel, little bits of caramel in the chocolate, and sea salt. Sand. No. See, it's funny you say that. When I was in the Gulf War, so we'd have breakfast in the morning, right? It was supposed to be a hot meal for breakfast, and we were parked up outside of Kuwait City, and they would open these containers, and they would serve the food from the container, and the biscuits had this fine, the sand there was very fine grained, and it would somehow find its way into the container on the biscuits, like not the cookie biscuits, but like the buttermilk biscuits. And oh man, you're hungry, and you take a bite, and you just the sand is, you can feel it kind of going against your teeth. Oh yeah. But sometimes, you take a bite, you're just like, yeah, no, I'm done with this. You just set it down. And, Oh, okay. What was for desert, not dessert? That's why. Okay, now I see why Daniel put sand. Oh, good one, Daniel. Well played, sir. Well played. Where did he get sand from? And then I looked at it again. And Mick missed an additional S for dessert. Nice one. I'm surprised we're talking all this food again and Mila hasn't popped in. Mila must have gone back to sleep. Usually it's like there's a...
You are 7 miles northeast. Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Expect RNAV runway 21 approach via PT 411.
Alright, so we do have another... Looks like we got another flight in front of us. Yeah, I had to reread what Nick wrote, because I was like, why would Daniel say sand? And then I looked and he put what was for desert, not dessert. I'm going to run and go grab some water real quick. I'll be right back.
Foggy 237 descend and maintain 4,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet, Froggy 237.
Alright, I'm back. 4,000 feet. Melo's married to the fridge. Melo lives in the fridge. Melo can't get away from the fridge. So yeah, no flight tomorrow. We'll be back doing the tour around Barcelona tomorrow. Matter of fact, no, we won't do Barcelona, not tomorrow. Barcelona on Monday. We're going to do Lisbon. We're going to fly around the area of Lisbon. I think that'll be fun to do. I think Barcelona's a little bit cliched. We'll fly around Lisbon on Monday. Walk it off. You know what I would say, Nick? Drink water and change your socks. And you'll be just fine. that'll alleviate the pain.
Froggy
Drink water and
237
change your
contact
socks.
approach on 125.13. Good day.
125.13 for Froggy 237. Approach
And
Froggy
the
237
saying in
8,600 feet, descending
And Battlefield's
4,000
going to be stay low and keep your underwear dry.
Altimeter 29.9. Continue to Lima, India Sierra as planned.
2999. There you go. Yep, stay low and keep your underwear dry. Yeah, so Lisbon on Monday instead. I was thinking about it. I was like, you know, Barcelona was kind of like, it seems a bit cliched. So we're gonna fly around Lisbon on Monday for a little while, just kind of check out the scenery and such. Since we got the clouds today. And then Tuesday, Savannah. Oh, Mick, I think you're gonna really love that one. It's gonna be incredible. It's going to be a doozy, but I think you're going to really love the surprise. Yeah, we'll even though there's not really any points of interest, I know enough of the area that I can point out some of the general sort of stuff. And, yeah. There's Amela. Ta-da! Say Amela, and Amela appears. I'm surprised though. Usually we say food and Amela appears. We were talking about ice cream, and the pork loin was fantastic last night. It was real nice. Did you, well, I don't know if you got a chance to watch that little documentary, Mella. I'd be curious to hear your thoughts about it, if and when you do watch it. You had 2 bagels earlier. Oh, Daniel wants you to know, Amela, that everybody's over on Twitch. But wherever you feel comfortable being at, you're more than welcome to be there. Nice to see you here. I'm expecting any moment now, then Bex is going to pop in. This is we're on approach to Lisbon. That's when Bex is going to pop in. Possibly. I'm surprised Sue hasn't popped in again. I don't know. Maybe my rants drove everybody off. I don't know. I'm surprised even we didn't, Mr. Addies didn't pop in today. What's that marker there? So you'll see our wow, somebody's saw it on the little thing, but I don't see any other plane around us. Okay. There's Sue. Sue's in the house. Woo woo. Well, thank you. You're just in time. We had a nice bumpy takeoff from Francisco Sa Carneiro, and we are almost we're preparing to touch down here in Lisbon. We didn't change the weather, so we've had a bit of a bumpy flight, but nothing we can't handle. Let's see what our wind is going to be like as we get ready to line up for our approach. Got a load of messages from Pulse. I think he's excited. You think, Mick? What's the first clue that he's excited, Mick? I think so. Yes. The answer is yes. In what way? I have no idea. Mick can answer that. I can't. There we go. There's Lisbon over there.
Froggy 237, you are 900 miles north. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect RNAV runway 21 approach via PT 411 transition. Clear
You
to
got
PT
it, Lisbon.
411.
You got it.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect RNAV runway 21 approach via PT 411 transition. Cleared to PT 411 Froggy 237.
I salute you. Another one. Another sister then, Mick? Is that what you're saying? I'm guessing. Okay, we're all family. That's true. You got a point there. Alright, so we're going to come... So this is this weird sort of approach that I was talking about. But we got a little off track here. We're going to get back on track, and then we're going to got this kind of arc that we're going to go around. Oh, wow, he got it that quick. Nice. But he's already got it. in hand. So now he's got to start the updates and the downloads and all that stuff. We got this kind of like this wide. I didn't mean to do that, but just yet, I didn't. Let's put those away. Put that away. Oh, Bex is here. Whoop whoop. Welcome, Bex. See, just in time for the landing. Missed the fun. I have handed over the goods. Yeah, we had a nice takeoff. It was a little bit bumpy. Taking off from Francisco Sa Carneiro. I don't. And we're getting ready to be on the ground in Lisbon shortly. The best part. Yep. The best part of the landing, yes. Well, everybody, it seems to have kind of stabilized here on YouTube, but whichever you feel most comfortable being at. It's up to you. It seems like it was a little bit wonky earlier. I see some people are now, I think, kind of watching both in case one starts to act up. Well, if Twitch acts up, then I'm pretty much screwed.
Froggy 237, you are 15 miles northeast of Lisbon. Contact tower on 120.355 when inbound on the approach.
You got it. You got it.
Tower on 120.355.
Alright, we should get an update on our...
Tower Froggy 237, 15 miles northeast inbound RNAV runway 21
See
approach.
if we gotta change our altimeter.
Froggy 237 tower.
Yep.
Altimeter 29.908 wind 285 at 16. Cleared RNAV runway 21 approach.
Ooh, 16 knot
Cleared
winds.
RNAV runway 21 approach Froggy 237.
This is gonna be a doozy. Alright, now let's get the gear down. If Twitch acts up, I'm going to scream. Well, you might not be the only one, Nick. That's for sure. You would not be the only one screaming. Especially after the takeoff we had and climbing through the heavy clouds. So 16 knot winds. Now this is going to be the interesting part. Let's see how we line up. Start slowing down a bit. Got this nice arc here. Hang on. Oh. Yeah, I would scream too, for sure. I can assure you. It might be so loud you might hear me all the way over the UK. Do appreciate everybody coming in. As soon as we get on the ground, we'll wrap this up. No stream tomorrow, don't forget. Everybody enjoy your Sunday. Looking forward to the Astro Deer and stream tomorrow with Bex and Mick. Bex is going to get to drive. Hopefully, we'll see if that means that Mick has got to be prepared for some unexpected rescues. Looking forward to ATS later with Mick and Pulse and Chris. Should be a nice. I have the equipment ready for a rescue. Okay. You might need some of those extra the stakes that you put on the ground to extend your oxygen line. You might need to load up on those. But you know, Bex, I said it before, you bin it, you're never going to hear the end of it. Mick will never let you live it down. Alright, here we go. Plenty of tethers will be made. Mick's already planning ahead. I'm sure he's got a list of things before he lets Beck set off in the rover. Alright, we should be lining up here in just a second. No, I mean, he's letting you drive the rover, Bex. So, remember, that was the thing tomorrow. He said...
144.17 miles north inbound RNAV runway 21.
Oh, no. There's somebody else in front of us.
Altimeter 29er decimal 98 with 285 at 16.
Man.
Cleared RNAV runway 21
How come
approach.
we're just hearing about this now? Son of a biscuit eater.
Cleared RNAV runway 21 approach top Swiss 144
How did they pop in front of us?
Tower KLM 169er, 519er miles, north inbound RNAV runway, 21 approach.
KLM 169er 5 tower. Altimeter 29er decimal 9er 9er 1285 at 16.
Oh wait, somebody might be was a little bit behind us, so we're gonna have to get on the runway and skedaddle right off. Alright, let's go to approach mode.
Cleared RNAV runway, 21 approach, KLM 169er 5.
That's true, it will be great viewing, Bex. There's no doubt about that. right. Here we go, folks. The best part of waking up is landing in Lisbon. Do 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 do. Alright, let's get a little bit more flat down here. Start slowing down even more. Now this is going to be the fun part. Look already. Look how the plane is it's starting to make that adjustment for that 16 knot wind. Look at that. Look at that. It's that subtle adjustment. Ooh, oh, even more so now. Look at that. So look how we are kind of going at this odd angle. Just that's how it was the other day when I landed in the Greek Isles off stream. Check this out. Isn't this amazing? We're still going towards the airport, but the plane is at this angle to compensate for the wind. So technically we're lined up, but we're coming at it at this odd angle. But watch as we get closer to our markers there. And we're already on the glide path. We've got the green light on the GP, so we're locked in on the RNAV approach. Look at this. We're not technically flying straight to the airport because of the wind. It's just amazing that there's this technology that allows the plane corrects itself to be ready for or it's dealing with that wind. Look at that. Isn't that that's the weirdest thing ever? I was hoping this is what was going to happen, so you guys can kind of see what I was talking about when I did the flight to in the Greek Isles the other day. I didn't change the weather. 29 knot winds. It was a little bit more extreme than this, but you know we're going to be fine when we land. But look at that. Look at that. It's just so amazing that the plane's continually correcting itself to maintain the lock on the approach.
Swift 209 or 2 exit runway when able.
Oh, there is somebody ahead of us that already landed. Damn it. Come on, get off the runway, dude. I'm not going around. I'm going to land it. One way or the other. I don't have time to go around. But look at that. That's just... And you can kind of see it. The nose of the plane's pointing over here to the right. We're still going towards the runway. That is the trippiest thing ever, I think.
Froggy 237, follow the generic on the runway. Wind 324 at 7.
Okay.
Cleared to land runway.
So the winds have kind of calmed down just a bit. So the landing won't be
Cleared
too bad.
to land runway 21 Froggy 237.
Whereas when I went into the Greek Isle, it was like I'm coming in 29 knot winds, and it was just like it was really. I was at a little bit more of an angle than I am right now.
Swift 209 or 2 exit runway when able.
Get off the runway, Swiss. Doggone it. You passed up the it said turn next taxiway, but you ignored it. I'm putting this thing on the ground one way or the other.
Swift 209 or 2 contact ground on 118.505. Tower top Swiss 1443 is going missed. Top Swiss 1443 contact approach on 119.555.
Alright, so somebody behind us decided to...
118.505, Swiss 20902.
119er.
They're going to go around.
For top Swiss 1443.
Alright, here we go.
Tower Air Portugal, 84112 miles, northeast inbound RNAV runway, 21 approach.
Well, Lisbon's a pretty popular airport
Portugal
today.
841 Tower. Altimeter 30.03, wind 324 at 7. Cleared RNAV runway, 21 approach.
Well, the weather in Lisbon has changed
Cleared RNAV
a
runway,
little
21
bit.
approach Air Portugal, 841.
Here we go. Like a boss.
Froggy 237 exit runway when able.
And that is how we
Tower
do that.
KLM 16905 is going missed.
KLM
Oh.
16905 contact approach on 120.355. Good day.
I'm just going to go ahead and turn off right here. Free up the runway.
120.355 for KLM 16905.
Froggy 237 contact ground on 121.755.
Approach KLM 16905 is missed approach at Lisbon.
Going to 121.755 Froggy 237.
KLM 16905.
Ground Froggy 237 taxi to parking.
Froggy 237 taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Charlie.
Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway Charlie 237.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it. Hey. Well, that's the good thing about flying such a small plane. It's easier to try to turn off our runway expeditiously and forthwith so that we clear it for somebody else who's coming in to land. That's my new favorite saying. Expeditiously and forthwith. Thank you, Sue. All right. We're going to wrap this up here as soon as we park and shut everything down. Join us on Monday. We're going to fly around Lisbon. We're going to do Barcelona another time. I just want to fly around Lisbon for a little while in the 152. Just kind of take in some of the sights. I'll try to look up a little bit of, run, Chris. Yeah. Run, Chris, run. Make sure you drink water and change your socks, though, too. You'll feel a lot better. Sure, you can send me a picture. Looking forward to seeing it. So yeah, we'll look up a little bit of history about Lisbon and as we fly around and talk about some of the places and such. Try to find interesting sort of places there. Alright, let's get the lights off. There we are. All right, just over an hour. So there we are. Anyway, that is going to be it for today, folks. I will see you on Monday. Mick, I will see you guys later in the ATS stream. Everybody else, enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Hopefully it's a great one for you. Hopefully you see family, friends, loved ones, whatever the case may be.